At its simplest level, Resource Manager can automatically roster an average sized pub in just 20 seconds. Resource Manager is a rules-based relational database. It matches skills to a defined complexity of task, and it never has an off day. Resource Manager is based on our successful operating theatre rostering system that was first installed at Bangor University Hospital 8 years ago. Since then, it has never failed and has been installed in other UK hospitals. The same resources are available in Resource Manager, but for simplicity's sake we have tucked most away out of sight. So let's look at a rota in production. Obviously the first thing we actually need to do is book any absences. So we'll go to the digital diary and we see here that already 3 people are not available this week. We're going to book another one, Martin Aston, and we're going to book him for annual leave. Select the appropriate date from the diary, and we're going to auto assign this week. We're going to do all staff at once. After all, that's the benefit of Rota. It completely automates everything. We'll click the button and away it goes. And what it's doing now is it's looking at who's available, who's not available. It's looking at the European Working Time Directive and all the other rules that you want to apply, time between duties and so on and so forth. And it's then assigning appropriately skilled staff to the appropriate spot. And that's what Rota is constantly doing in the background, and here we're looking at, I think it's 38 members of staff, and we're allocating those, basically obeying all the rules that we've already put in. And that's coming up to the end now. So the next thing we want to do is look at the rota that we've created, and the way we do that is that we go into Administrate Rotas and we look at on-calls and shifts. Again, we want to see them all. Click OK. We need to give it a title. Rota 1. And it will now produce an Excel spreadsheet for us. And we can have a look at that, and you can see the exact complexity of what we've done. And as you can see here, we've taken all of those duties. You can see that Friday and Saturday, not surprisingly, is the busiest time of the week. So the next thing we need to look at is that situation that's all too familiar to most managers, and that's when someone phones in to say, hey, I can't make it. So let's look at Colin Lotus. These are the duties that he had that week, and we're going to look at who we can drop into that slot that we've highlighted there. If we go first of all to Gordon Keeble, we find here's a little white box hiding behind the actual duty. So we know from that that the box we propose dropping him into will overlap his duty. So he's no good to us. Let's then go to Marandaz. Here's the white box of the duty we propose filling. We can look at that. Yes, he can do it. So what we're going to do is assign him. That duty is now complete. We've got someone else in. Next job is to go into the program, find the contact number and give him a buzz.